hey, Fab. Good to see you. I appreciate you stopping by. I know you can't catch the Monday nights terribly often, so... I'll be honest, y'all. Stream is probably a terrible idea. But, we're doing it anyway. We're doing it anyway. Hey, Kit Magnification, happy Friday to you as well. All right. May as well. Excuse me. May as well turn on the camera here. Oh, man. Yeah, that's a fair point. Somebody saw my... That's a fair point. Somebody saw my reel today, huh? Yeah, that's... It's true. Hey, Maryzilla. Thank you. Yeah, I after last night's stream, which went until like 1 a.m., I posted a reel about how my content creator brain only gets fully kicked into gear around midnight, and it's true. So you get a little tea going in my Winterspell mug for this. So the story of tonight the story of today is I stayed up until 1 a.m. last night. I didn't sleep terribly much. Elena got us up early. Then, and this is the story of why this stream, by the way, I'm getting there. So then, woke up really late or really early. And today I did a reel. Then I had to reshoot a whole video because my editor got it. She sent me, after a week of editing, sent me the video, and I recorded the whole thing on the wrong microphone. And my editor was like, it's fine, but the audio is bad, and I just couldn't do it. So I reshot the whole thing this morning. Then I shot a whole other video, and I edited a whole other video. Then Elena's school called because she has pink eye, and we had to come pick her up. And then on top of all of that, we had to pack because we're heading out of town to Washington State this weekend. And I was supposed to pack today. So all of my terrible decision-making and time management resulted in me panic packing last minute, and it was pretty bad. But then, unfortunately, our flight was delayed, which means we would have missed our connection in Denver. And because we would have missed our connection, we got to the airport, and they said, hey, we're not going to let you fly out to Denver. I mean, you can, but you're going to have to spend the night in Denver, so instead, let's just book you tomorrow morning. So now we're flying out at 6:40 tomorrow. And so what did Liam do? Well, Liam doesn't have any of his pre-order Winterspell stuff yet because it's in the mail. So Liam immediately called a game store on the way home from the airport and saw if they had Winterspell in stock, and then snagged a box of Winterspell on the way home. Because I was like, everybody's opening Winterspell. I want to open Winterspell, and I'm home tonight. I shouldn't stay up too late. Only stay up too late. But I figure I may as well get the box. And yeah, I agree, Wantech. AM flights before 10 a.m. are just wrong. I do this thing all the time where I book a flight because I want to get somewhere early enough. So I book a flight and I'm like, you know what? Like a 7 a.m. flight isn't bad. Like that's not too bad. It'll get me in at like 10 a.m. and then I have the whole day. And then I regret it when I go to fly. Thanks, Sneebuff. I agree. I would love an iconic. Either one. I'm not picky, I'll take an enchanted too. I did see this came from a fresh case, so open up a fresh case. And when somebody opens a fresh case like that and I buy a box out of it, in my head, I'm like, I know with a fair amount of certainty that one of those boxes has an enchanted. And I'm like, please pick. You got like a 25% chance. Please pick the right one. Also, Neboff, as always, thank you. Yeah, a chain reaction that leads to a happy surprise. Well, let's hope. I mean, this box could be a dud, but let's hope. Neboff, also, always worth saying, thank you for supporting us on Patreon. It means a lot. I'm actually going to do some postcards from Washington State, so for all our Patreon supporters. So you may get another card from us at some point. But I appreciate you very much, and all of our other Patreon supporters, and all of our subscribers, and all of our mods, and all of our followers. It means, yeah, it's pretty cool. So, but thank you for following us on Patreon. All right. I don't know. I'm torn. What do y'all think? Like, well, A, is the music okay? I feel like it's Winterspell-ish, right? Pretty chill vibe. And then B, I want to rip this box, like, really badly, but I also, like, don't want it to be over. Ooh. I'm going to change the music. This playlist is called Chill Hop Essentials Winter. This one's called Winter, and I feel like that is the right move, right? Ooh, there was a noise. Hey! Hey! I'll say, hey, what? Nate, hey! Thank you. Love from Maine to, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate you so much. It's probably colder there than it is here, I'm sure. It's like 70 here, and it's freezing up there. You're in the real winter spell up there in Maine, so I appreciate you. Marco, you're not late to the party. I was just telling the story of my crazy day. Also, shout out to Marco. Shout out to Game Castle here in Austin, holding some amazing pre-release events. Did a raffle today for Winterspell, like pre-release purchasers, and somebody walked away with a box of first chapter. So that's pretty cool. So shout out to you, Marco, and to Tom, and to the Game Castle family for everything you do for the Austin community. So shout out to Maine. Shout out to Austin. Who else am I shouting out? Who else is out there? Kit Magnification says on YouTube, my box had 4 legendaries and 1 epic. 3 of the legendaries were the same. What? 3 of... I mean, were they good legendaries, like? Or did you pull, like... Were they, like, Ohanas? Or did you pull, like, 3... You know? That's like first chapter pulling, like, 2 Gantus. You're like, Great. Okay, music level's great. Good. I mean, so should I chat a bit? Man, I guess people are here for the box opening. I should probably get ready and do that here shortly, huh? Just seeing if anybody else wants to jump in. I also, if anybody's bored later, I did a whole video today on why I think Winterspell might be the best set. 3 Todd, 1 was foil. Okay, Todd's not terrible. And a foil Todd is pretty good. Like, I feel like Todd could be a whole lot worse. At least the art's good. You know? I feel like Todd's not bad. I was, so I did a whole video today on why I think Winterspell is my favorite set. I've decided. I did some thinking. I did some debating. And I've decided it's my favorite set. And I also... tossed around why I think it might be the best set, and it wasn't like, it's partially because of the gameplay, and it's partially because of its effect on the meta. I don't think the power level in the cards are as powerful as Whispers, although there's some really iconic cards I think that are going to come out of Winterspell, like Raging Storm. But it's all about the feel of the set, the flavor of the set, the design of the set. Like, all of that is so cohesive. And it's partially the winter vibe that allows people to do that. Hey, Attila, thank you for subscribing over there on Attila DeHunk. Is a fantastic name. Thank you for subscribing over there on YouTube. I appreciate it. Y'all, I am Attila. Unless I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. You are our 6,994th subscriber on YouTube. So I think we're like 6 away from 7,000, which I feel like is a big deal. So I appreciate you getting us one closer. Oh, hey, are you at Game Castle right now, Marco? Is that, well, tell everybody I said hi. I would be there right now, except, we were supposed to fly out tonight to Washington. And so that's why I didn't come, but, well, tell everybody there I said hello, Marco, and, you all are the best. Yeah. Yeah, tell everybody I said hello, Marco. I appreciate you all so much. And yeah, Neboff says, I'm not 100% convinced yet by this set. I still prefer the Winterspell one. I'm assuming you're saying Whispers. The detective cards were surprising in a good way. Yeah, so Whispers is probably my second, and it's for the exact same reason. It's for the feel of it, and the atmosphere and the cohesive set design. But I think for me, Winterspell has a small edge because of the way the winter theme allows you to make everything feel, cohesive. So I think that's it, but it's a close second to Whispers. I really think they knocked it out of the park. Yeah, and not that any of the other sets before were bad, but like, I don't know, the way that they managed to create some emotion around these sets, or in these two sets, I think is really, really great. And I feel like the game really hit a new stride after Fabled. And Fabled, I think, was a good set too, but the problem with Fabled is because it was a lot of reprints, there wasn't really a theme to it. Like, we got Goofy Movie, and the aesthetic of the set was fantastic. The art was beautiful. The iconic Mickey and Minnie were beautiful. But other than that, like, there was no common thread throughout that really tied everything together. And so Fable didn't feel like a complete set to me. It felt disjointed. That doesn't make it bad. It just doesn't put it in my pantheon of best Lorcana sets. Although it is where we were introduced to the two most iconic of iconic cards, with Mickey and Minnie. So anyway, hey, Splinkses, I haven't ripped anything yet. I'm waiting. I'm almost ready. Gonna rip this box of Winterspell here. I almost made a meme about this, and it was like, corporate wants you to find the difference between these two pictures, and they're the same picture. Because I feel like every card game needs the winner set, right? So this box, fun fact, 36 packs, $2.95 per pack retail back in the 90s. Now it's like a $1,000 box. So one day when that's the thing. All right, that's the thing about cardboard investing, and I get it. Like, from an investment standpoint, when you look at old sets, they do appreciate fairly well. But the thing is, like, this box back in the day was what, like $80 back in the 90s, and now it's a bajillion years later, and it's like $1,000. Seems like a pretty good return, 10 times, right? But if you'd done the same thing with like Google or the stock market or a mutual fund, like, it's probably pretty similar. So, all right. Fabled was the change set to Lorcana. Yes, absolutely, Jaren. I agree. So if I had to make an argument for Fabled being one of the best sets, it's that it is the set that ushered in the new era and showed us what Lorcana was going to be in the future in terms of rarities, in terms of enchanted treatments and all of that. So, and even game design to a degree. So I could make an argument that Fabled, as a harbinger of what was to come and as the first set in the new era, has a place on the pantheon of great sets. But I don't know if I want to make that argument, because I think then Whispers did it better, and then I think Winterspell does it even better. So, and I'm excited about Into the Wilds. I'm excited about it, but I want to see more. I love that Pixar's coming. I mean, obviously that's going to carry the set, however good it is, Toy Story and all of that. But I really want to see more of the theme, because so far Attack of the Vine has like such a strong pulp horror like vibe and theme to it that I really want to see if Into the Wilds can capture that. So I don't know. Yeah, the iconic and two enchanters after we stopped the stream yesterday. Yeah, Splinks is, if you're watching right now, Splinks his comment is referring to yesterday. We rated a stream at like 1 a.m, and we got there right as a streamer pulled the second enchanted from, was it a case that she opened? She had an iconic and 2 enchanteds in that case, which is wild. So yeah, Toy Story is gonna be hype. Okay, Jaren, question for you and anybody else watching. Dibs on any iconics. Okay, Reginald. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Although, you know what? I'll send some of these out. Like, if not an iconics and enchanters necessarily, but I'll send some of these out if anybody wants dibs on some of them. I don't know. We can play that game. So I was going to say, Jaren, question for you and anybody else watching. Where everybody seems excited for Toy Story. Clearly, people are excited for Woody and Buzz. Other than Woody and Buzz, what are like... Because I can never tell what people's favorite Toy Story characters are outside of those two, right? Because after Woody and Buzz, there's just a bajillion other characters on like the B tier. I mean, you could go from Jessie or Ham or Rex or Slinky or Bo Peep or, you know, Luxor. Is that the name of what's the name of the bear? I feel like it's that. Rex, the alien. Okay, the aliens. I see T-Rex. Yeah, Rex is great. Slinky, Rex, the aliens. Ham will be a bodyguard for sure. Okay. Okay, Zurg. I was waiting for somebody to say Zurg. What the deuce? Yeah, Zurg as a villain would be super cool. Sarge and the aliens. Yeah. Wouldn't it be cool if the same way that there's a bajillion puppies in Lorcana, and I don't want the same rule where you can have a bajillion, but if there are multiple soldiers that all work together in some way. Would we be upset if this set was like all Pixar? And they just like leaned in and went all like ham on, because you could do an entire Toy Story set, like 100% Toy Story set.
Do you want the last piece of cake before I toss it?
Sure. I don't want to throw it away. All right. Lotso. Thank you. Why did I say, what is Luxor? Other than a casino in Vegas. That was close. Lotso. Yeah. Lots of love. Lots of hugs. Lots of love. Yeah. Mr. Potato Head. Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Potato Head. Mrs. Potato Head. I don't know. I've seen Rex a couple times, Slinky a couple times. And yeah, Zurg. Rex multiple times now. Lenny the binoculars. Okay. And then of course you have, you know who I hope gets some, I hope the toy, this is weird. It probably won't happen to this set, but all of Sid's toys that he like mangled, those poor toys, they deserve a time to shine. I don't know. All new should all be new Pixar characters. I would love it. There's an argument to be made that you want to like stretch it out, right, over time and not do them all at once and kind of leave people wanting more. But I don't know. I think you just go ham and like literally and just do all the Toy Stories. What do we want? Like a toy mechanic where like something happens and the toys like become exerted, you know, like if I feel like you can't do that without being too gargoyle-esque, but I feel like there's some sort of toy mechanic you can put in play where the toys do a toy thing, you know? Look, okay, so Luxo Jr. is probably where my head went. Wantech. I think that's where my brain was. So, will there be... The Claw. The Claw decides who will go and who will stay. Yeah. Yeah, baby spider head claw guy, I think is probably my... Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that for sure. All right. I don't know. I probably should... I mean, you guys want to see some cards? I feel like I should do some cards. Let's... Hunchback of Notre Dame. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, right? So Allison on YouTube says when they do Hunchback of Notre Dame, hopefully, eventually, they'll have the gargoyles, and I wonder if they'll have the same Stone by Day ability as the gargoyles. Probably, right? Like, you have to, I feel like, at this point. Even though they operate in a very different world. I think you have to. It's too flavorful not to, right? All right, Splinkses, let's do it. Also, shout out to Splinkses who braved the crowds today, made it to Disney, and got a bunch of playmats and some promos and stuff. It's pretty cool. All right. Will you all? So I've got one box here tonight. Will you all be upset if I like? I don't want to like go too slow, but if like, you know, we kind of pace ourselves and not spread out the pack openings, but just do each pack kind of like slow. Would that be okay? I'm gonna change the angle here, because yeah, I'd like to kind of just not take our time too much, but you know, enjoy the box, because I only have one. And I'll be honest, this is probably the last box of, let's switch over to this camera. It's probably the last box of Winterspell that I'm opening, I think, for the near future. So, also, hold on. It's really warm in here. Hold on. Ugh. Cool. And one day I'm working on, Splinks has got me, he's recommended an overhead camera I have one, but the cable's not working for the Sony camera. So he's recommended an overhead camera that I'll get hooked up eventually, and it'll be a lot better box opening experience than what I'm about to do. But, well. So let's do this. So to catch everybody up, I've opened one box and one trove. The trove was abysmal with one legendary, a couple super rares. That's it. My booster box wasn't bad. I think I had 4 legendaries, and I did have an enchanted. So I do have one Rockstar Enchanted Lilo here out of one box. So I'm 1 for 1. And this is my second box. I got it from a fresh case down at the local game store that I stopped by on the way home. So shout out to the Austin Game Stores, and Space Goblin hooked me up with this. So do you have a lot of light at your desk? I do. I don't know if I can show. I've got 2 ginormous lighting sources here. So I was thinking about getting a third, but they're, yeah, a lot. Yeah, super high saturation. Yeah, I don't think I can fix the settings. It is a FaceTime camera, so it's not good. The problem is with my Black Magic camera, like to do this, I can't, you wouldn't see anything. So this is the best way to do it. So anyway, sorry. I do have a webcam I could hook up, but it's like, it's like this. It's like a little guy, and it would take me a minute to get the rig. And we've all seen, you know, I won't explore every single card because we've all seen a bunch of openings already. So, launch pad, Grandmother Willow. I mean, for an uncommon, you get like a $2 uncommon. I feel like that's fantastic. Jaren, thanks for the follow. That means a lot. I appreciate anytime anybody hits that follow or subscribe, like it means a lot. So, all right. Oh, did it stop again? On hey, on YouTube, are you all okay over there? You good? Is everybody back? Okay. So I literally have no idea why it does that. I blame Streamlabs. I don't know. Oh. All right. I'm going to keep going. Y'all let me know if something messes up again, but first super in the pack. So, you know who I blame? Jaren followed, and all of a sudden the stream crashed. So, Jaren, I appreciate you. You were too awesome for the stream. Jaren was too awesome for the stream, so. Oh, thanks, Nate. Oh, thanks, Jaren, for this. Y'all, thank you so much for the subscribe. That means a lot. I still get excited. Like I don't have a ton of subscribers, so I still get like super excited when people like do that. So anyway, all right. Should be another super rare here or legendary. Let's take a peek. Another super rare. We got that Bambi. This is low-key one of my favorite pieces of art in the whole set. I'm not going to lie. And an uncommon Snowfort. People are talking about this card. People have been talking about Snowfort a lot. So probably not a bad card to have in foil. So there we go. First pack, 2 super rares, and a foil Snowfort. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Jaron smashed that follow button. Yeah, yeah. You were too awesome for the stream, Jaron. It's just funny. It's you know, in strategy, was it post hoc ergo propter hoc? You know, this thing happened after this thing, therefore this thing followed, or this thing caused it. So anyway, this was my face when I saw the stream went down. So 40-second delay. I don't know about that Jingleberry. I don't know why it would be delayed for some people and not others. Oh. All right, Li Shang. I love the art on this. Pleakley. The Frozen Vine, little story beat there. All right, Scrooge McDuck. Again, I'll maintain that this is a card this card is a bomb in limited. Well, not a bomb, but pretty close. John Smith's Compass. Yeah, it exists. Fun little art though. Ooh, okay. That's good. Second pack. Randy Bishop. In other sets, I can do the artist and name the legendary, but oh, Scrooge McDuck. This is my first Scrooge, so this is super cool. I think I see the gloss on his body. Yeah, there we go. Oh, man. And Wisdom of the Will in the back. How y'all doing? YouTube got muted. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Weird. I don't know why you all would lose audio. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, so if you're watching on Twitch, I'm getting a comment on YouTube saying that they lost audio over there, which doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why YouTube would lose audio. So, yeah, it works for us. Yeah, thanks, Phoenix. Yeah, it seems to be working on Twitch. I don't know why YouTube would lose audio. Weird YouTube thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's back now. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know what the issues are. So, all right, so 2 packs, and I have 2 super rares and a legendary. I'm really excited for the Scrooge. Plenty of time for that enchanted, though. Have I gone to any release events? No, I haven't had the opportunity, partially because, again, I was supposed to be flying out of town this weekend, and so I didn't schedule anything this weekend. Some of my favorite local game stores are having pre-release events as well, and I don't know. I thought about trying to find one in Washington, but I'm going to be pretty busy seeing friends, so I'm not sure. I love that they made a little, like, snow Zazu to pounce there. You know, Simba's like, I only pounce birds. I only pounce big-beaked birds, voiced by John Oliver. There's Gone To by Luis Huerta. And beautiful Vixie. Absolutely love that card. And just a rare here. Morgana Macweber. And oh my goodness. Well, I mean, that doesn't bode well for the end of the box, right? We're just hitting all the fire up front, right? Oh goodness gracious. Wreck-It Ralph. Fun card. So there we go. 2 legendaries in 3 packs. I mean, the back half of this box may be super boring. Or I may just get legendaries in every pack. What's the most legendaries? What are the most legendaries you all have ever seen in a box? Because I think I've had 6 before, and one of them was a foil. I don't think I've gotten more than 6, but hey Amy, thanks for following over here on Twitch. I know you're usually over on YouTube, so thanks for jumping over on the Twitch platform, and I appreciate you. Yeah, YouTube is giving you too much problems over there, huh? Spartan Sickles, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Okay, 5 legendaries and 2 epics in both. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. I've not seen an epic yet in Winterspell. I've opened 2 boxes in a trove and 4 packs, and I've yet to see, and I love this art, I've yet to see an epic in Winterspell. I also have gotten like a bajillion of these. There's Judy Hops. All right, we're into the uncommons. More Grandmother Willows. John Smith, Grandmother Willow adjacent. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful art, right? Super rare. Okay, Chernobog. Those of you who were watching last night heard me talk about Chernobog and how it was Kendall Hale's dream card to draw. And it's like one of his favorite Disney characters. And the fact that he got to do Chernobog this set, like he was so excited. So that's super cool. Oh, foil rare. Here we go. Hit rate for Winterspell feels low. Yeah, so Spartan Sickles, I've been seeing Spartan Sickles on Twitch says the hit rate for Winterspell feels low. At the LGS, they opened 16 boxes today and got 1 enchanted. I've seen similar reports online. The thing about it is, like, you only hear when people have bad hit rates. You don't hear sometimes they have like really good ones. So I don't know. It's tough to say, but you're not the first person I've heard say that they feel like the pull rate in this set has been pretty bad. But I will reserve judgment. But yeah. But again, yeah, you're not the first person who said that to me. Okay, little bird here. Dinky from Fox and the Hound. Nakoma. A little Pua in the snow. Not a big fan of the cold. This pig. Marching off to battle. And the thundering. I love this art. Isn't this art like? Can you depict like the love between a parent and a child like any better than this card here? Maybe All Is Found, but like the relationship between Bob Cratchit and Tiny Tim is just I don't know, it's pretty special, and this art captures it perfectly. Nearly indestructible. Pudge! Good card. I'll take more Pudges. Little Alice Whisper here. Yeah. Liquidator. All right. Can we keep going? That was a rare. Negaduck. Part of a connecting piece, actually. And I would have loved if we got the other one there. Here's Jumbo with all the experiments, whom I cannot name other than who's the sandwich one is Ruben. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Is that a super rare? Foil super rare. All right. That feels good. Foil super rares feel good. Yeah. Any card that says each opponent, I love, because I love the multiplayer implications of it. One says, my packs always seem to cluster, even when buying them from different places. I'll end up with 8 to 12 some commons and 2. Yeah, I have noticed clusters, like, but it's usually from the same place. If you're getting it from different places and they're clustering, then like, bad luck. Here's that Todd again, right out the pack. Little fox eyes. I would say puppy dog eyes, but you know, the sandwich one, yeah. There's that Morgana. Goofy. Marley and Marley. There's Minnie Mouse. Oh. There's a spoiler. Li Shang. Luis Huertas. Gone to. And Snowfort. I keep seeing people talking about Snowfort. Have people played with that yet? Is it as good as people keep saying? All right, and rare. Duke Weaselton. And another rare. Willie the Giant. Am I gonna see my first epic? Nope. It's commonly Shang. So shiny. Here's a note. Fun. I don't know. It's not a fun note. Just a random note because I don't know why it bothers me a little bit. The cold foiling is a very specific like treatment on cards. It's a process where you put foil down on an adhesive layer on a card, and then you pull it off, and it doesn't involve any heat, which is why it's called cold foiling. They switched to pet foiling in Lorcana, but TCG Player still has cold foiling as the type of foiling in Lorcana, which is wrong because it's not cold foiling, and that bothers me a little bit. I don't know why. Because now you have cards with cold foil and with foil, and with normal foil, with pet foiling. So I think it's important to distinguish, right? I don't know. Or maybe I'm being anal. All right. Yeah, Jaron, they really did it right with the Fox and the Hound art. All the kids, like Vixie, although Vixie's not a kid in that picture, or is she? Because she was... I need to check. But, with Todd and Copper and Vixie, they all they're adorable. All right, let's try to get this closer here. Snowball fight. The foiling in Lorcana now, like the normal, like this type of foiling, this is called pet foiling. It's an acronym. It stands for poly something something something. And it's it's printed on a silver layer. So there's two different materials on the card, which is why they curl, because the heat does different things to the materials. So, and this in particular, if you want to get really technical, it's silver pet foiling. Even though you're getting some red reflection there, but that's off the light on my camera. So it's silver pet foiling, not rainbow pet foiling. But the old cards were cold foil, but it's a different type of foiling. So... well, a nice connecting piece there. I'll hold on to that. Yeah, pet foiling. Yeah, they curl. It's the same technology, the same way that they do foiling in Magic, which is why the curling's so bad. Magic actually played around with cold foiling. You may remember in recent sets, like over the past couple of years, they had a foiling style called etched foiling, and etched foiling was basically cold foil, which is why they don't curl. But the foiling is a lot more subdued. So Magic has actually tried cold foiling. I just don't think... I think it's more expensive and it didn't stick. So, yeah, they didn't curl like at all, really, because it's the way the technology works. They don't curl. All right. Ooh, super rare. Colors of the Wind. Epic. Nope. Beautiful, shiny Darkwing Tower. I love this card. It says whenever an opposing villain character is banished, you may ready a character here. If you do, they can't quest for the end of the turn. And then there's Darkwing's plane or jet or whatever it is that turns all opposing characters into villains. And you can see the synergy they designed there. And to me, that's really, really funny. And I like the flavor a lot. So, all right. Super rare. I'm going to put that over there. So let's see here. We're working our way through the box. Yes, Wantech, the single player decks did use rainbow foiling, and actually, so like they're actually different like names for the texture of foiling. A lot of it's slang, but yeah, it was rainbow foiling, and then they had the pattern, the texture on the foil. So yeah, also epics, I think, use rainbow foiling as well. Interestingly enough, so super nerdy stuff. Your local's not releasing until Monday, Jaron. That's kind of a bummer. Yeah. Yeah, Neboff, Kit. I think everybody in here says... I think the agreement is like the old foiling that people prefer. I understand why they moved, but this guy's a jerk. Throw him away. I love this art too. Yeah, I think the consensus is that people really liked the cold foil. And I know why they moved away, but still, I reminisce fondly about those. This card, great art. Is that Ian McDonald? I feel like it's Ian, yeah, it's Ian McDonald. Ian has a very distinctive art style. The dichotomy between the darks and the lights in the cards, it's very, very pronounced. This card's just really beautiful. Darkwing's chair set. Love it. Love all the Darkwing themed stuff. First epic? Nope. Oh, but I'll take it. Like shiny Todd. Shiny Todd. I remember that movie being very sad. And when the set was coming out and they were doing Fox and the Hound, I said, let me watch it again. I'll see if it's as sad as I remember. And yep. Yep, it is. So it's a sad film. I guess the redeeming part of it, like, it's life, right? Like, life doesn't always end happy sometimes. And I guess both of those characters are happy because they're where they belong. But, like, you feel like with a really, truly happy ending, they would have still gotten to be friends and everybody was seeing the light and let them be friends. But I guess that's not the way life works. So I guess that's what makes good art, I guess. So I don't know. All right. Is the current foiling cheaper or faster? I can't answer that question. I don't know for sure. I've heard rumors that it's cheaper, but I think that's just a rumor. I do know that, you know, when they started doing the sets in like China and Japan, they were doing pet foiling, and I wonder if they wanted all of the pet foiling to be, or all of the foiling to be consistent. But ooh, here we go. Fun connecting piece. I'll do in a moment. There's Stitch. Sneak that back in. Darkwing Duck. The blue one. Rabbit with socks on his ears. Clearly not happy about the snow. There's a Lonely Grave. Rare. You're in the way. By Matthew Robert Davies, the title artist for set 2. Oh, all right. This is our third legendary. Art by Aubrey. Aubrey does princesses. A lot of princesses. Who did Aubrey do this set? The Anna. Yeah, that makes sense. Beautiful card. So, third legendary. Third legendary. I see something peeking, like No. There it is. Full common. Third legendary. Yeah, the foil cards do tend to bend. It's just sadly the way it is. It's a problem in all TCGs, but I think the etch foiling and the cold foiling is one of the answers. Yeah, Aubrey. Yeah, beautiful Anna. I wonder if it is more expensive because the process, like I briefly described it, but the process for pet foiling is you just print on the material, I'm pretty sure. For cold foiling, what they do is they print the card and then they put down an adhesive and then they put down a foil and then they peel off the foil. And so you can target where on the card it's going to be. It probably is more time consuming, which is probably, so it probably is more expensive, but the other thing randomly I've heard a lot of people saying is I've seen a lot of issues with like centering this set. And I saw a little of that on my first box with just some uncommons, but I haven't seen anything super bad, and this box seems to be all good. So there's a Minnie Mouse. A Darkwing Duck. We're into the uncommons. Winterspell. I love this card. I love it because the set's Winterspell. It is Winterspell. I would not mind if every single set had a title card, right? Like if there's a card called Whispers in the Well, which did the thing. That, yeah. Darkwing's gas device. Do we have enough cards to make a pure Darkwing deck yet? Well, there's Nicholas. Rare. There's Ling and, yep, the rare. First epic. No, another location. It's a rare, but it's Graveyard of Christmas Future. Kind of a creepy, spooky card. I like the art, though. I think to capture the vibe of this card, it just needs to be, like, monotone, right? And I really think it captures, like, the vibe, you know? Hey, Heather. Fair Queen Tink, good to see you again. 2 nights in a row. I'm supposed to be flying right now. I'm supposed to be in Denver, catching a connection, but my flight was delayed, and I'm not flying out till tomorrow morning. So I panic bought, because I was going to be bored and everybody was opening Whispers, so I went to an LGS on the way home and panic bought a box of Winterspell, and now I'm opening it because there's something to be said here about lack of impulse control. I don't know, but Here we have these. These are not the foil versions, but beautiful connecting pieces. Yeah, the nice thing about this connecting piece too is like the black border doesn't look out of place the way that the card is placed, so they look like they connect fairly nicely even without the thing. So set release, so muted. Well, tell everybody the set release I say hello. I'm glad so the cards made it, right? You were having problems with card delivery, and so it sounds like the cards made it. As I realize I'm talking to you and you can't hear me because you're muted. Hold on. Sorry. So if, their card store was having trouble with delivery. All right. Okay. Let's do the next pack. The Minnie Mouse is gorgeous. I will never not like that card. Your little hey. Foul little card. Maui there. Scrooge McDuck. There's Donald Duck. A lot of ducks this set. Mickey Mouse. Nani Stage Manager. There is, I always forget his name. Chief. See, I need to watch that movie again. All right. Timon, little snowball dude there. And there's Lilo Rockstar. Yeah. It's super fun. Lilo Rockstar, I'll always remember, and I think this is the second foil version of her I have. This box. I'll never forget the Lilo Rockstar in my first box. We opened it when we got it. And it was before all of the cards had been released. Because we got it as a preview box and we were filming a box opening. And Lilo Rockstar hadn't been revealed yet. So I opened that pack and I was like, huh. It's kind of fun. Okay. 18 cards from Darkwing Duck and Sapphire Steel. So you can make a deck with one of those. Cool. I might do that. Just for the flavor. And I'm not even necessarily the biggest Darkwing fan, but I love that they gave us like Darkwing's chair set, Darkwing's gun, Darkwing's like the pink, ultra pink spec goggles and his plane and his lair, whatever. So I love that you have all of the accessories. Taurus Bulba. Yeah, okay. That's also Darkwing. That's also Darkwing. Whoop. Honker Muddlefoot. An Enchanted Tamatoa. That's awesome. Darkwing Tower. Splatter Phoenix. Christopher Robin. Oh. Hey. There's Todd. I love this art too. Happy in the Snow. Oh, you're just put it here. Oh, thank you. And brought me some king cake. So, there's a Todd. Happy little guy. John Smith. And Scrooge McDuck. Love him in Limited. So, all right. Let's take stock here. We're still cooking. So what we got left? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 packs left. So almost halfway. And we've got 3 legendaries so far. Still no epics. I've never seen a Winterspell epic in person. And there's still time to get enchanted. So, all right. There is Boomer from Fox and the Hound. Pocahontas. There's Isis Vanderchill. Hercules. Look at all the things. Storyborn, Hero, Prince, Didi, Whisper. There's that Kanga. Also a beautiful connecting piece. Set that aside. Darkwing Duck. Li Shang. There's Darkwing's gas device. Let's see into the first rare slot. It is a location. It's the Frozen Vine. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that wasn't the rare slot. It was a common slot. All right. Can't count. There's Cobra Bubbles. Your knuckles say Cobra. And another rare. It's Pete. And into the foil slot. Oh, what? Oh, I just couldn't see the reflection. Foil super rare. Oh, that's fun. That's super fun. I really like this art. I really like this art. Look at her going there with those glasses. Marta Andreeva. Covered in snow. Super cool. I like it. Foil super rare. I'm not upset about foil super rares. Pete's a good card, yeah. Amy says I got the foil Kanger and Rue for my box today. Made me so happy. That's awesome. That connecting piece is probably one of my one of my favorites. And if you all saw the creative main stage, that piece is a critical story element because it shows when the snow is melting and the flowers are staying, and so it's one of the only pieces where we see the flowers left behind by the snow. So important story element on those two cards. Yeah. All right. Here we go. I think that pack back there was the last in the first half of the box. So I think this is pack number 13 here. Game preserve. There's that Lilo. Were you all on the main stage? It's a different snowman. We were on the main stage when we created the joke about the snowmen being named Mahalo. That was pretty funny. It's the whole thing. It was a whole thing. I love this art. This is low-key one of my favorites in the whole set because I love the vibe. I love the coziness. Like, I want to be there, right? And it's not just... There's so much going on here. I mean, it's looking out over the snow and then the candle, burning, probably scented candle. All the senses going. Hot chocolate. Like, it is... Like, I want to be there, right? I love it. Education or elimination. Cool art. There's another Pudge. Pudge controls the weather. Scrooge's counting house. And in the rare slots, we got Copper there. Grown up Floodborn Copper. And, okay, super rare. It's that Mulan. People were freaking out about this Mulan. Like, I don't know that any, like, the pro players are super on it, but everybody's asking about it because there's some busted stuff she can do, but... yeah, interesting card. Everybody's talking about her anyway. And there's that Hey. He is a persistent presence in Disney Lorcana because this is his second appearance with new artwork this time. So really cool artwork. And in foil, actually, this looks really cool. It has a very like stained glass effect to it. So pretty excited by that. Cool. All right. If you're just joining us, we're in the second half of this box, my only box tonight. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 super rares. 9 super rares in the first 13 packs. And 2 of them are foil. And then 3 legendaries. So this box is shaping up to be pretty good. But I've yet to see an epic. And I've yet to see... Well, I've yet to see an enchanted in this box, but big release weekend tournaments tomorrow. I know there's some out there. I know Forbidden Mountain usually runs one early on. Southside was the one who used to do release weekend tournaments right out the gate, Riot Hub, and obviously they're not doing it anymore. There isn't one coming up next weekend, I know, but. Yeah, I don't know about release weekend. I'm sure there's some out there. But off the top of my head, I can't think of any. Yeah, more powerful, more beautiful, more hey. Yes. Yes. Keep the ancient ways. Really like the art on this. I love Vixie. Beautiful art. Some art, it's so interesting. Like, you look at the dichotomy, right? Like, this piece, because it's a song especially... So much detail, so much scene. The characters are really small. And this is the exact opposite. Character full frame, not a lot of detail. There's not a lot of detail in the fur, but just like both of them knock it out of the park. But very different. Very different. Chief Powhatan. And first rare slot. It's Eliza. And another rare. And Dr. Hamstervale. And Frozen Vine. I think it's my third enchanted or foil location. So great story piece. Yeah. Interesting card. Already curling a little bit. Yeah. It's just the way they do now. But I was saying earlier for people who jumped on early, yeah, Muon Infinity with Lucky Diamond Alice, yeah. Yeah, I've got a lot of four locations. They surprise me every time. I was saying earlier, for those who joined earlier, that I was so inspired by Winterspell today. I really do think it's my favorite set at this point. That I did a whole video on why I think it's potentially the best set. And it had to do not with like gameplay and mechanics, although that was an element. It was the preponderance of it was to do with the flavor and the feel, the emotion, the vibe, and the way they used art to tie it all together. So pretty, yeah. Won't get many views because those types of videos don't, but I think he's a jerk. But it was a fun video to make. I love this. I love Kit Anna here. Yeah, Kit. Kit saying on YouTube, I decided it was time to show up the Lorcana pin collection. No idea how to get the whole new world pin. Yeah, they're tough. They're tough. I mean, if you really want one, I can kick some tires among some of the world's players for you, but they're going to be expensive, in the hundreds of dollar range. They're pricey, sadly, because they're beautiful pins. I really hope they release them, like, let's say it with like a different border or something like that. Leave the world's ones unique perhaps, but do a different treatment on them and then release them. Ooh, Sabrera, look at that Lilo. Look at her. She's grabbed everything from the closet, everything she can throw on, right? Like, those are not, she just grabbed everything, threw it on, and she's out there with sandals and socks. And there's Mahalo the snowman here in the background, chilling. Yeah. Whole thing. Was that full rare? Yeah. It's Darkwing. Is that the... No, that's not the... Is that the dark? I think that's the connecting piece, isn't it? No. Okay. No, never mind. It's Randy Bishop. Duck Warrior. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 packs left. Any bets on which one? Which one do you all like? If you had to pick which pack you think is the best out of these, what are your bets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 to 8. Anybody have any of these that like resonate with them? I'll save it for last. 4th is best. Okay. Phoenix says 4th is but 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Phoenix, I'll set aside the 4th pack. We'll see. If you call it, number 3 says Amy. Okay. It's Amy's pack. That's 3 and 4. The last one, number 8. Okay. It says Riot. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 4th from the right says Kit. So that would have been last, 2nd from the right, 3rd from the right, 4th from the right would be right here. 4th from the right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's the same out of 8, yeah. Okay. All right. You all called it. And so what am I going to do? I'm going to open these others, and then I'm going to go to the ones you all called. So I have number 3, I have number 4, I have 4th from the right, and then I have the last one set aside for all you playing along. When one of you hits it, we're going to have to clip it. All right. Oh, there's Stitch and his shenanigans, full of mischief. Gazette, your LGS is not releasing until tomorrow. That's a huge bummer. I mean, I get it, I guess, but like, it's a bummer. It must be tough watching everybody. Well, the delayed gratification, right? Like if you got it today, you'd be opening it tonight, and then tomorrow you'd be like, I already opened it. So now you get to look forward to it, I guess. Also, because I owe you an answer. I know you sent a message, talked about learning how to play. I owe an answer. We're gonna do it. We're gonna figure it out. And yeah. So I just haven't had a chance to respond yet, although it's on my to-do list. So I appreciate you. Launchpad. There's a white rabbit. He is late. And there's Nani. All right, into the rare slots. First rare slot is the genie. This is a fun card. I think this card has potential. Okay, another legendary. It's Cam Kendall. Another really good friend. I love Cam. He's one of my favorite people. And it's that Darkwing Duck. Okay, this is the connecting piece. Legendary Darkwing. This is the first time seeing this card in person. It's the 4th legendary in the box. Super fun. Love to see it. And probably a full common. Let's see if I can take a look at this connecting piece. Although I misplaced the rare. I had an organization system and then it went out the window when I opened more cards. So. All right. 4th legendary. So that's good. I feel like 4 is average. I feel like if I don't get 4, I feel like it's a bad box. 4 feels like an average box. 5 feels like a good box. But once again, no epics. No epics. No enchanteds. Oh, new buff, you support Cam and Patreon. Love his work. Yeah. Oh, no, I mean, that's awesome. So, you know, he's also like a Marvel artist. He's done Marvel comics. And so it really felt like Darkwing Duck was like, I don't know, like he was meant to do that. It just feels so, who's this artist? Sometimes you art styles and you're like, that doesn't look familiar. And I do not know this artist. Patry Belanovsky. Interesting where this artist is from. Mushu, Sneaky Dragon. Sneaking around with his 3 lore and Giant Snowball. Chief Powhatan. And there's Copper. 8-5 Rush. Like, Copper is stronger than Maui. I mean, from a flavor perspective, I feel like demigod, you know. But it's all right. First rare slot. Grand Councilwoman. Low-key, really like this art too. Look at her. She's upset. She's got the snowball, right? Like, she's really upset that she's in this fight. And yet she has the snowball. And she's going to take part. Also, not afraid of the snow flying around. She is there. Immutable. What do we got here? Oh, yeah, another. Akut A Emuti. A song that I have yet to hear. Another foil location. I feel like I've filled every foil location so far. And, yeah. Every foil location. I would love a foil legendary. Yeah, so Brennan's saying, I feel like they missed an opportunity for flavor by giving one of the rabbit cards Rush. I mean, right? Although, right? Do you give him Rush or not? Because he's late. So yeah, he moves fast, and yet he's late. So if he's not rushing if he's late, right? I mean, he was rushing because he's... So what does Rush mean? Does it mean you get there early? In which case, you wouldn't want to give him Rush. Or is it Rush because he's fast? And he's rushing. I don't know. This is an interesting flavor debate. You could write papers on this. I could do a thesis on this. Nebuff says, and a okay, but meh. But may. Oh, sorry. I'll get this over here. Lilo building a snowman. Scrump there. There's Morgana. Mac Weber. That goofy card. Blue Smoke. Nani. I could rave about this card all day. This is art that... Yeah, anyway. I love that art. I think this is my first Gosselin that I have in this box. Or period. Miko. It's my first Miko this box too. Also great. Look at like the colors and the lighting. You know? Really good. Really good. Of course it's Heidi. Heidi Neuenhofer. Lonely Grave. All right. And first rare. It's a rare. It's Goofy. And the second rare slot. Oh! It's our 5th legendary. It's Alice Pizzoni. So it's a new one. Alice, a very prolific Lorcana artist. It's Pocahontas. Oh, this is my first Pocahontas. I'm actually really excited about this. Love the art, love the character, love the card. I'm trying to get the glare. Yeah, you can see. Yep. There you go. The glare, the gloss. That's super cool. The frame breaks on the leaves, you know, are kind of perfect. So one of them's even sitting like right on top of the 6. So very cool. 5th legendary of this box. I feel like it's good. And yet to see an epic. Will I see one here? No. No. But unless I miscounted, 5 legendaries feels pretty good. So Alice Pizzoni is so good. Super prolific too. All right. This is the last of the packs that nobody called as being good. Jingleberry, I don't know. So it's an interesting thing when you talk about seeding boxes because I agree. There's an argument for seeding boxes and cases, and then there's an argument for not doing that. You know, for example, if we knew that every box has only one, or every case is only one enchanted, it leads to like known dead boxes. So when cases can have 2 enchanteds or cases can have none, like, I don't know. I do wish every box had 2 epics though. It feels pretty bad to not hit an epic yet. Hey, Debuff, thank you for the bits. Yes, epic bits. Thank you for the shamrock. Let's see if it works. Chen Po. If I pull an epic like after the shamrock, I'm gonna crack up. Here's that angel we saw very early on. She's singing. She's singer 3. She's singing Acute de Mundi or something. All right, here we go. Rare slot. I love this art. I love this art so much. I have a gripe with this card though. I really wish it said each opponent chooses. Excuse me. Each opponent chooses yes or no. Right? That would have been so fun. Yeah, Jingleberry. I understand the seeding too, and like I can understand both sides. I know it from like Weiss. Weiss has a guaranteed like SSR in each case, and then you have what are called dead boxes, so you just can't buy loose boxes. It's not a thing, and it's kind of a bummer. All right, second rare is a rare, and a common. Scrooge McDuck. So, I've got 4 packs left. These are the packs that you all called as being the best. I'm going to just do a quick, not recap, but quick take stock here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 super rares. Although I suspect I may have missed some. We're down to our last 4 packs. Last 4 packs. Oh, yeah, I missed one. There's a Lilo. Wow, this is really good. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 super rares, but 2 of them are foils. I don't think foils take the super rare slot. So I'm expecting, in these 4 packs, I'm going to call it at least 3 super rares. I think we may have run out of legendaries. 5 is a lot. 6 would be extra. But I'm really surprised we haven't seen an epic yet. And so I would not be surprised if there was an epic in here. All right. So, in the order you all called them. So Kit Magnification said 4th from the right. This was 4th from the right. I'm going to go in the reverse order that you all called them. So, so by the way, Kit, I interpreted 4th from the right as 4th from my right. So it might have been 4th from the left, but somebody already called 4, so it just worked out this way. So you actually have like this is actually pack number 5, but 4th from my right. So otherwise you would have been 4 with everybody else. So Vader, no, not in this box. I've gotten 5 legendaries in this box though, and a number of super rares. So Not a bad box, but no epics, no enchanted, no iconics in this box. So, yeah. So we have 4 packs left. This is one of the last 4. So we'll see how it does for us. There's still a chance. Blue Smoke. Donald Duck. And this box came from a fresh case. So, hey, Reginald. Yes. Baby goes down. It is time to part. How old is your kid, Reginald? Okay. Let's see. Can we get another super rare out of this one? I think we're short super rares. Yeah, we got one. Oh, it's the Bell. Snowfield Strategist. Beautiful card. You love to see it. All right. What is that? It's a foil rare. Timon. Okay. So not a bad pack. Kit. Not a bad pack. Super rare. Full rare. You know, it's above average, right? So not gonna lie, it bothers you every time you see that Maui. Why? Just the art? Wonder. Yeah, I did get the both the Timon from before. Yeah, why the Maui bother? So fun fact, I think Isaiah Mesk was the one who originated the Maui in set 1, like the 8/8 steel one. So I think Isaiah has done this character twice now. I think. All right. It should be inkable in Quest for 1. Yeah, I hear you. I won't argue. I won't argue with you there. All right. So next, somebody said. So this one is 4th, this one is 3, and this is the last one. So I got to go back. So the last one, Riot Hub said the last one. This is the last pack. This is the last pack that was being held up. There's 2 more packs after this. This was the last. If you're just getting here, it makes sense. So 2 more packs after this one. But this is the pack that you called. Oh gosh, who was it? Sorry, I just said it. Riot Hub. Yeah, at least Timon wasn't. Yeah, I mean it wasn't. It's a foil rare. Foil rare is good, right? There's Duna, Kanga, beautiful card. I still haven't seen Rue. Oddly enough. Launchpad. There's Rafiki's Bakura Staff. One more uncommon. I've only seen one Grandmother Willow too. I want more Grandmother Willow. All right. Okay. In the first slot, Retro Evolution Device. And now, Darkwing Duck. And will we see the first epic? No. Although, I just complained about not seeing a Rue, and there's Rue. I think this is a miscut, though, isn't it? Is that miscut? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's cool, though. Beautiful. And let's see if we can open the connecting one in this one. Fun fact about Rue, we were mentioning it earlier, like in the creative main stage, they talked about how this card shows when the ice is melting and receding. And the flowers and stuff that are left were created by Elsa's magic as well. So it's a neat little story bit here that you're getting. Which is super fun. So it says, look, Mama, the icy magic is going away. Aren't the flowers pretty? Yeah. The best returning joke, yeah. The miscut, right? It's a whole thing. I get it. Like, if I was coming to this game fresh, I don't have the Kanga for that original. I don't have it in foil. I only have it in non-foil. But, yeah, I mean, if you were coming from another game and you opened up a card and you opened that up, like, I feel like you would do the same thing. So I don't know. All right, I gotta see who called the next one. I got 2 packs left. So Phoenix and Neboff said the 4th. They were the first ones to vote, and so this is the 4th pack, and I'm not gonna open that one yet. Amy was the next one who said number 3. This is pack number 3. So we will see here in pack number 3. I feel like there's a super rare left, just based on numbers. I feel like at least one super rare left. I'd be surprised if there was a legendary, but there's still a chance for an epic. I'd love to see an epic. Just one. Just one epic. I mean, an enchanted would be nice too, right? There's Big Mama. It's the first time we've seen Big Mama. And Gigi, actually. Wisdom of the Willow. It's no Grandmother Willow, but it's Willow adjacent, so I guess. Alright. Rare in the first slot. There's the Mystical Incaster. Let's check out the second rare slot. Super rare would be nice. Super rare. There it is. It's the Beast. And anything spicy in the back here? Oh, what is that? Is that an epic? Is that an epic? It is. Okay. Okay. That's not nothing. This is going to be the first epic I've seen in this set. And I know that's not a huge deal. I know epics sometimes aren't worth it. Although there's some well-priced epics in this set. But this will be out of 2 boxes. This is the second box I've opened. And I've opened a trove. No epics yet. This is the first one. I'm not Brent Mackay. He opened 8 epics in a trove. Bonkers. Is Grandmother Willow, maybe? Oh, even better! It's the alt art. It's the alt art Stitch from the key art. So if you're going to have an epic, this is probably the one you want, right? Because of the alternate art. I mean, it's not as played as like Grandmother Willow. I'm sure Grandmother Willow is going to be worth more, but alt art is super cool. So I'm super happy about this. Yeah, I'm super happy about this. That's exciting. Super exciting. With art by Yoakum. Look at that. Look at that. That's great. Okay, I can stop complaining about not having an epic yet. I'll put him right over here next to the miscut. Actually, let me try to... you can see he's got... I'm sure y'all have seen this already, but he's got the gloss treatment on top of him, and... Actually... Oh, that's interesting. So, this is actually really cool. So if you take a look at him, he's got the... Let me get the light right. It's going to take me a second. But if you watch, he's got the gloss on him. Come on, Liam, you can do this. And he's got it on the snow, but not the snowboard, right? So it's on the snow underneath the snowboard, but they've selectively applied it. I feel like they could have easily copped out and just gone over the whole figure in the front, done the snowboard as well, but they didn't. It's just the snow being thrown off the character, and they've left the snowboard uncovered. Except, okay, most of the snowboard, you can't see it very well, but there's 2 stripes down the center of the snowboard, and they have some of the gloss on it as well. It's just really hard to see. So really, really great attention to detail there on this piece. Really like it. So if you get it, take a look at that. It's actually really cool. So it's a great card, art-wise. So, okay. Mama Hustler. Hey, Hustler family. You get anything good? Hey, Moby, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Dibs. Reginald. If I open a second, I'll send it to you. This one. This is my first one. Before I open the last pack, Phoenix says I was lucky enough to pack one in a Grandmother Willow. That's awesome. A Grandmother Willow. I like the Grandmother Willow epics are actually worth a decent amount. I think they're like $12 now, or $13. Yeah. Let me know, Hostler family. Let me know if you all hit anything good. Amy, I assume that's you there. All right, so this last pack, who called this? A couple of people called for. I forget who. A couple of you called pack 4. That's this one. It's the last pack of the box. A couple of you called it in terms of saying that it was speaking to you. It was going to be the best one, so we'll see if that holds true. Let's go. Todd Enchanted, says Amy over on YouTube. That's amazing. Todd Enchanted is probably one of my chases this set. I just think the art is gorgeous. So yeah, last pack magic, because that I also heard they were nuts. Splinks, if he's still here, was there. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Second one. All right. So the last pack of the box. I know you're joking, Reginald. I know. I know. Space Cows. Donald Duck. Winnie the Pooh. All right. Prince Naveen. There's that Roo. But now we have him in foil. Flit. There's Mulan. Like, what are the odds? Oh. Can I get a signed card, Jaron? Like me sign a card? I'll send you a signed card. You tell me what you want me to sign. I'll sign it. If that's what you want. If you want to, like, just a random card signed by somebody else, I don't know. But yeah, I'll send you a signed card. Be happy to. Like, what are the odds out of the whole box, like 24, that the Enchanted comes down to the last pack? That'd be super cool. Also, love this card. Low-key, one of my favorite pieces of art in the whole set. Like, the story and the narrative here are so great. Aaron loves Winnie the Pooh, so this is yeah, that's a good card. All right, so let's see. Oh, it's another rare. Kristoff's Loot. First one we've seen of this, though. All right. Let's. Here it is. Last card. Last card. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Beautiful art, though. So beautiful art. No, I know. No enchant in this box. This is a bummer too. This came from a sealed case. when you grabbed the box, I'm like, I know there's an enchanted somewhere in this case. Like, I have like 1 out of 4 chance of grabbing it. So just to recap, let's see what we got here. Just to recap, we have so in the super rares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 super rares and 2 foil super rares. That's average. Well, 12 I feel like is average, is about what you want, and having 2 of them foils feels pretty good. We have 5 legendaries. The legendaries are last pack tragic. I know, but legendaries were Scrooge McDuck. And then we have Wreck-It Ralph. Hold on a second. This music is not doing it for me. Let's do this. There we go. There we go. That's better. Eliza's, I got 1, Reginald. I have a lot of Angelas. I pulled like 3 Angelas among my stuff, but not many Eliza's. So, but let me recap the legendaries. So we got a Scrooge McDuck. Happy about that. Wreck-It Ralph. Anna. Darkwing Duck. And the Pocahontas. Really excited about the Pocahontas as well. It's my first one there. We did get an epic Stitch, and this card is pretty epic. We talked about it. It's pretty great. And I'm also really excited about the Roo connecting piece. One of my favorite pieces of art in the whole set. And now I just need to track down the Kanga. It's just super adorable. So you need some Angelas, Neboff? I'll send you some Angelas. I got some. Remind me your address. Send me a note. Remind me your address. Jaron. Hit me up here, Jaron. I'm gonna drop the link to my Discord server here. Pop in, send me a note, and I'll send you a signed card. I do like shadow signatures on them too. It's kind of fun. So what do you want? What do you want me to sign? I guess is the question. I'll sign. Because if you ask me my favorite card, I like to sign. It's a whole thing. I love the Aurora Dreaming Guardian from set 1. That's for reasons that is my favorite card, and it has to do with Gen Con and our original video, and there's a whole bunch of reasons, but it's kind of my favorite. So I like to sign those. But or I can sign something from this. I don't know. Can I sign an Elsa Enchanted for you? You send me the Elsa Enchanted. No, I don't even think I'm capable. Here's the thing, Phoenix. I know you're joking, but if somebody handed me an Elsa Enchanted and asked me to sign it, I don't think I could. The same way, like, I'm incapable of cracking the spine on a paperback book. It just feels unnatural and wrong, like I'm destroying something sacred in the universe. I don't think I could sign an Enchanted Elsa, unless it was like creased or something. I have a signed Enchanted Elsa, but I didn't sign it. It was Matthew Robert Davies signed it, but oh, you're going to Gen Con. Hustler family over there on YouTube says they're going to Gen Con this year. I am not planning on going to Gen Con right now. You'll have to let me know what you think. Gen Con is an incredible experience. It is an absolutely incredible experience. And I'm so jealous that you get to experience it for the first time this year. You'll have to let me know what you all think, because it's incredible. Definitely, I mean, if I can make one recommendation, this is a silly recommendation, but if you've never done D&D, sign up for a D&D one shot. Like, it takes 3 or 4 hours, but like, you can go in, you can sign up for a beginner one, not knowing anything, and the DMs are really good, and the whole family can go, and you can sit around the table, you all get characters, and they'll guide you through like a one-shot adventure, and the DMs are so good. It was probably my favorite thing I did there was signing up for one of those, and I don't know. And if you're going as the family, like, you can all participate, and it's a ton of fun. So I definitely think that's great. If I see you, Zod just says, if I see you, I'm going to ask you nicely if you could sign my Newsies trading card set. Sure. I don't think that's a thing. Is that a thing? Like, I know you're joking, but like, now I'm really curious if Newsies trading cards is a thing, because if it is, I'm going to track him down. And then I'm going to get Christian Bale's autograph on a Newsies card, and then maybe Bill Pullman as well. Because I love Bill Pullman, because he's so forgettable but also awesome. Okay, so you love D&D. Yeah, you should do a one shot. They're so much fun. Yeah, any card you'd like to sign. I play Sapphire Steel, so a Steel Angel would be cool, so I can play it, but honestly, any card would be cool. I don't know if I have a Steel Angel. If I have one, give me, Jaron, like, hit me up on Discord. Jump into the Discord server and send me a note. I'll send you something you can play. But I don't think I have I don't think I have an Angel, but you let me know what you play in that deck, and I'll sign something from it if you want. It's funny, I actually sign in like blue as well, because I do like a blue Sharpie with a shadow signature. So they do have some, but I don't have them. Yeah. Well, now you have to get them before I see you next. That's your mission, is to hunt down Newsies trading cards. And I might do the same, because you must have been here last night. For those who missed the Newsies sing-along, we sang some Newsies, which was super fun. Gen Con on the Discord server. Yeah. So cool. So great. I thanks for hanging out with me while I open that box. I'll hang out for just a few more minutes. I shouldn't stay up too late, because I have to fly out at I've got 20. Luckily the airport's just like 15 minutes away, but still, flight at 6:20 in the morning, and heading up to Washington. Is anybody in the Washington area? Like Portland? I'm going to be in Portland. I'm actually flying into Portland tomorrow, and I'll be in that area, I think the Vancouver, Washington area, for a day or two, and then I'm heading up to Seattle for a couple days to visit some friends. So if anybody's in the Washington area, let me know. Yeah. Sleeve up. I'm gonna sleeve up this Stitch. I'm really excited about this. I think if you asked me like what my chase epic was, it's probably this. Grandmother Willow for the value, I guess, but like for the alt art and everything, this Stitch is kind of, at least they did this. So, but yeah, good to hear about everybody's release weekends. I'm glad everybody's openings are going well. Heather, I'm glad the cards made it into the store. That would have been a bummer forever. Keep me posted. Like, keep us posted on your pulls. Like, let us know. I want to see like the iconic pulls, the enchanted pulls, even the pulls. Like, we enjoy living vicariously through people. So, the day of people's openings. So, let's see, 4-5% audience. Yeah. Just checking on some video stats. But yeah, is anybody playing in release events this weekend? I know Heather's at one now, but anybody in any tournaments, release events? Like, are your shops doing, without the starters, are your shops doing sealed events, or how are they doing opening weekend events? I'm curious. Yeah, Amir pack totally won, super rare and an epic. Yep, you called it. Best pack. And yeah, the Stitch is a great card. Neboff didn't open anything yet. Maybe tomorrow. Best of luck tomorrow. TCG Draft doing draft tomorrow. Draft is one of my favorite ways to play any TCG. I love limited, but draft is such, I don't know. It's like, I like the game aspect of it. Like, you're signaling to your opponents. There's a whole game to like building your deck, but then also, the pack opening experience is fun, and draft gives you like multiple dopamine hits as you get past things and you get to see what's in there, and whether it's something you need. So big fan of draft. So good luck with that. I want to, if you think about it, send me a note and let me know how the draft goes, because I'm really interested. Now that they said that they're trying to support draft more with these latest sets, I'm really interested to hear if people's limited experience, particularly draft and sealed, are better. So I'm really curious how it goes. So sealed and draft, says Jingleberry. Yeah, which do you prefer, Jingleberry, sealed or draft? Because there's ups and downs to each one. I think I like draft better, but sealed is certainly a lot less pressure, right? Like, you open packs and there you go. Build the thing. Opening event tomorrow here in North Carolina, says Gazette. That's awesome. Best of luck there. And switch to the music. Funerals to attend. I'm sorry to hear about that, Reginald. Sorry to hear about that. Hope it goes well. Hope it goes well. Played one tonight. Jeremy played one tonight. Another one tomorrow. Okay, good. How did tonight go? Hope it went well. Kit says local LGS for sealed on Sunday. That's great. I love when you have enough game stores, or they do enough that you can do like a Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday, and like really stretch out the release weekend. I don't know. Sealed event, both locals, says Amy. Okay. LGS is running Pack Rush. Pack Rush is a fun way to play. I don't know. I like sealed better for some things, but Pack Rush is always a fun way to make the game accessible for new people, and it's also cheaper. Sealed, you need 6 packs at $6 each. It's a lot. It's super rare. Pack Rush, just a few bucks, but I like that. 35 card deck is going to be interesting now. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think with a 35 card deck and, able to see 14 cards on the mall, it means there's certain cards that I wouldn't play because they're dead cards in the late game, but you really want them on curve, that I actually might consider playing because your odds are like a lot better. So I don't know. Yeah, the 35 card deck thing is interesting. Vader, you got a case tournament tomorrow. Really? Already? Like a constructed case tournament on opening weekend. I always think those are fascinating. Let me know how it goes. Like I really, really, really want to know because it's going to be one of our first indications about where constructed is going. So, yeah, let me know how that goes. And yeah, draft better for sure, says Jingle. Yeah. Yeah, Kit, draft is stressful, right? It's the hardest thing when you're like passing up cards. Sometimes I don't know, I call it hate drafting. Sometimes you just hate draft a card because you're like, I don't want to play against this, you know? So like, I don't know, like if you had a Prince, if you're drafting and Prince John's coming around, and well, Prince John's fine, I guess, in draft because they need the discard support, but I don't know, you hate draft something just so nobody else plays it, and yeah, that's always funny. But yeah, more skill 2, 4th place. That's good. 4th place is very good. So congratulations there. A whole new quest checking in after sealed event pulled. Wait, your sealed event pulled 2 enchanteds. You pulled 2 enchanteds. Sick. Okay, 2. So a whole new quest over on YouTube says sealed event pulled 2 enchanteds. Freeze the vine in their packs, and then an Eeyore for the first place prizing. Never pulled an enchanted before, and now 2 in one night. Super jealous. That Eeyore is one of my chases this set. I love the art. I think Eeyore's a great character, so congrats on that. Yeah, Eeyore enchanted. Mama Hustler, totally agree. So good. Reginald says, got word from my LGS. The league is being set back in within the next couple of weeks. Yeah, great. League kicking off. That's always good to hear. I've heard, you know, some leagues are having a hard time. Some leagues are doing better than others, but it's always good when you hear a league, you know, thriving or at the very least still existing. But I do think this is the point of the game, like 2 years in, where you have natural atrophy of players. It's natural to want to move on to new things. So when you hear that leagues are still going, new players coming in, et cetera, it's really, really encouraging because that's what we need to keep the game going is leagues to continue to exist, new players coming in. So it's super, super awesome to hear that. Yeah, super jealous. Hate drafting is a legit strategy, says Reginald. Yeah, agreed. And sometimes you got to do it, right? And sometimes, you know, the people in your pod and you're like, and you can intuit what somebody's doing about what they're passing you. Like the person next to you, you're like, I know you're drafting, you know, like a discard deck over there, but I'm gonna pass you sudden chill anyway, you know, just here you go, you know, I'll do you a solid. So Pack Rush, always a great time. Yeah. I don't know. Pack Rush is, you know, when it first came out, Pack Rush seemed kind of gimmicky, but like I really love how it's become a staple and kind of a mainstay in the Lorcana community, because it is such an approachable way to play. It is actually a lot of fun, and yeah, it's a great way to let people access the game. Anyway, Marco says check my DMs. So I'm gonna do that. Marco, I don't see any DMs. I'm looking in Discord. All right. He's sealed on Monday, but I don't think. Yeah, I have such a hard time making. Oh, there we go. Thanks, Marco. You just came through, Marco. Ha! You all are ridiculous. Sorry. That was super, super nice of you all. Like I have to say, you know, for the Austin crowd out there, it's a really tough thing. Like content creation, keeps me, because I have very few hours a night a week. and it's either make a video or, and if I go somewhere, if I go to League, then I miss putting down Olena, because by the time I get her to bed, it's 8:30. So I love my local community. I love running into the players, but I don't get to go to League as often as I would want, or like ever nowadays. And so oftentimes it feels like I worry I seem disconnected from the community. So I do my best to stay involved in Austin, but it is hard sometimes. So I appreciate that video more than you all know. Thank you for all the support. Oh, Margaret, did it freeze? Is it back now? I apologize. I don't know why it's freezing, but Marco, are you back? Oh man, I hope it's back. Yeah, it's back. Okay. Did you see, Margaret? Did you see I shouted you all out? Thank you all. Thank you all. I don't know if that came across, but you all are awesome. So thank you all. Thank you, Austin, for the support. Vid so powerful it froze the stream for a second. Yeah, Jaren froze it the first time. Jaren subscribed and then it immediately like crashed the stream. So this time it's not Jaren's fault. It's the power of the video. So but yeah, I should go here in a second. Anybody else have any other questions? Any other Winterspell thoughts? Like, last kind of question for the chat. Like, I asked this last night, but I've been thinking about Winterspell a lot. And, as one is wont to do, both as a Lorcana fan and also just because I'm a content creator and it's what I do. And I've come to the conclusion that it is at least in my top 3 sets of all time, if not my top set. I really think they knocked it out of the park with Winterspell for a variety of reasons, or for a number of reasons. Where does Winterspell rank for you all? Is this a set that you think you will look back on incredibly fondly and will make your list of sets that you want to go revisit? Or is it an average set? Is it just another Lorcana set? So, John, I'm sorry. I'm not making you feel bad. I'm sorry. It's a joke. You subscribed. Like, I appreciate you. I'm sorry. It was a joke. The power of the subscription. Reginald, what do you rank above it? I'm going to guess Whispers. I'm going to guess Reign of Jafar. First chapter. I think. Yeah. In your top 4, Amy, as well. Okay. Play it more before saying, says Nebuff. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's fair. Like, we really have no idea what the meta is going to be like. And I love the theming. Didn't have a lot for your playstyle. Yeah, so for me, Reginald, it's an interesting observation because for me, part of the ranking of the set is play and gameplay mechanics. That's like 50% of it for me. The other 50% is like theming and feel. And the theming just hit it out of the park, so I give it a little grace on the play. But I am interested to see what it does to the meta. I will say, if this set does enough to make Amber Sapphire viable or like Rust viable, like, I mean, it's pretty cool. So, Jingle Bear says I'm salty. The red cards suck. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Brendan says the art is amazing. The playability wise is probably a little early to say. Yeah, I mean, it's fair. I will revise my opinion a little bit if the meta like defaults back to the same top 4 decks. And all indications are Blurple is going to be Blurple again. But if we do see a couple new archetypes, like if Amber Sapphire is like good, and we see a couple others, up there that are now viable in the top like 4 or 5 decks, then I think that's enough of a change that I would feel happy with it. From a sealed perspective, it's top tier tonight. It was so fun. Constructed. Give me 3 weeks. Yeah, fair. A whole new quest. Fair. Reginald says Whispers, Azurite Sea, Reign of Jafar. Very close. Okay, Azurite Sea was the other one. Azurite Sea has a pretty strong like flavor to it as well. I agree. It's a fun set. I actually like the Enchanteds too. I love when they took a swing, and some people love them, some people hate them, but I like that they went for it with the Enchanteds and Azurite Sea. So I like bold calls. John says, love Winterspell. I feel like it's making so many decks have multiple ways of playing color combos. Yeah, I agree. Not play much of it. I like the flavor of the cards. The art so far, says Kit. That's true. Nebuff says, first chapter, Inklands, Whispers, and Azurite before. Inklands is interesting. Why Inklands? And I can see that argument. I think Inklands being the introduction of locations makes it a very important set, like an important milestone. It's also, I feel like, the first different set we got, because in many ways, Rise of the Floodborn felt like a continuation of first chapter. They kind of were the same in terms of flavor and feel, although we got some new mechanics with the bounce package and all of that, so that was kind of fun in Floodborn. But Inklands was the first set where I was like, whoa, this is different. So I can see that. Yeah. So Unique Harmony says, I think mechanically there's some interesting aspects, and art-wise, I love the unique papercraft style enchanteds. Yeah, the enchanteds are going to be, to use a poor phrase here, iconic. I think they really will be, especially if we don't get the glitter foil back in like later sets. Let's see, something about it doesn't strike a chord with me as strong as I expected it to, though. Okay, interesting. I can see that. Theme and artwork as it does it for me. I agree, Amy. The Pirate Fields of Azurite was awesome. I agree. Yeah, the theme of that set, the flavor is really good. Once rotation comes around, Winterspell will be still played. That's true. That's a good point. We're going to have Winterspell for a long time. People may get bored of it. But I don't know. I kind of love it. If not for Winterspell, what would be at everyone's number one set? That's an interesting question. I'm going to get through a couple of these and then I'll open it up. Amy says, first chapter, Shimmering Skies, Floodborn, Winterspell. I agree with that. Shimmering Skies is actually in my top sets as well. I love the happy sets. And Shimmering is such a happy set. And the Enchanteds are so good. You have Lisa Frank Robin Hood. You have Mufasa. There's so many good cards in that set that I agree. Shimmering is among my top as well. Floodborn is interesting for me. I don't know where to rank Floodborn because I feel like you have to put first chapter up there. Floodborn just feels kind of like first chapter extended to me, but also a very good set. There are some sets missing from everybody's lists here, which I find fascinating. Inklands, Nebuff says, love the meta, love some of the cards in it. First Scrooge appearance. That's fair. The thing about Inklands that you're hitting at in terms of the meta, I enjoyed the Inklands meta as well because it gave us something different than Floodborn meta. The Floodborn meta was awful. I hated it. It was all Ruby Sapphire, it was all Ruby Amethyst. It was the Minnie Mouse Evasive Wars. It was just Ruby Amethyst mirrors all day with a splash of discard, and I hated it. So yeah, Inklands was very, very refreshing in that regard because it allowed, it gave us back Emerald Amethyst, because I think we got Cloud Kicker that set, unless I'm mistaken, and Emerald Amy was good. So yeah, that was fun. Whispers is the best for you, Jingleberry says. Whispers is a very strong case as being like one of the top sets, if not top set. Just the theming of it as well. And I don't know, the post Fabled sets are just a whole other level. So, but yeah, the question, Blue Steel was good in set 3. That's true. That kind of was the first time it was good, I feel like. Cogsworth. Did we get Cogsworth in Inklands? Because Cogsworth was dumb back when it came out. Cogsworth Grandfather Clock. I think that was Inklands, right? Or was that Floodborn? No, that was Floodborn. And then Popsicle was Floodborn. So yeah, interesting. Really, Reginald, more excited about the next 2 sets than Winterspell. Is it because of Pixar? Is like Pixar that much of a pull for you? And I am interested, by the way, in the question for anybody here, like what is your top set, if not for Winterspell? And some of you have already given your top 4, but it's kind of curious. Kind of curious. Um, that's funny. Sorry, looking at funny stuff. Cogs is Floodborne, but started to be better in set 3. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. There's certain sets that I think for me, one of the things that makes you know what? I don't know what my favorite sets are. I don't know anymore. Every time I go to a set, I'm like, that one's not my favorite. I think of a reason why I like it. So I don't know. They're all great. Arcasia's Island's one that not a lot of people have said though. Arcasia's Island, Reign of Jafar, not on a lot of people's lists, which is interesting to me. Arcasia's is a really interesting set. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Fabled, a whole new quest as your top set. I entered the game later than most, so a lot of those cards were truly new to me. That I think Fabled is a really good set. In that regard, I know it got a lot of hate for being a reprint set from people who'd been around, and for sure there are reasons why that's not great. But like, I actually enjoyed opening a lot of those reprints, and I think for new players it was super accessible and. Yeah, I actually really like Fabled. Team Misplay, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I have no idea how many followers we have now, but like, yeah, I appreciate every time somebody takes the time to do the thing. I'm still building out Twitch. I'm sorry I don't have more emojis. But no, I appreciate the follow. Quite a bit. Yeah, Fabled is actually, that's a good question. What are Fabled boxes sitting at right now? Because I do think Fabled is going to go down as one of the, would go down as one of the best. Wow, $200. Emoji Brick has his 180. Are Fabled boxes are really $200? Holy cow. 180. My goodness. Goodness gracious. Well, I'm not opening any more of that. Fabled 180. That is absolutely 100%. I mean, what's first chapter at? That's got to be the best performing. Check first chapter. First chapter is still 275. Okay. 250. Wow. Wow. Fabled. Yeah. I do think Fabled will be excuse me, will be looked back at very fondly. For a variety of reasons, but yeah, Reginald says Island set. I love they added the dueling cards. Yeah, that's the thing. Arcasia's Island will go down as the first, and there's some great cards in Arcasia's Island. But it will go down as the first dueling set, and I don't know. It's a fun set. Excuse me. I really like. I don't know. I think every set has something special about it. There's really not one that I'm like I think was a miss. So, do we get a Miss Nesbit next set? Let's hope so. I hope so. We have some precedent for. So we have some precedent for characters shifting based on their role, right? We have the Ebenezer Scrooge, and then we have a Floodborne version where he shifts into like his good form. So I hope that they take that precedent and they apply it to Buzz and Mrs. Nesbit. Can you imagine like Buzz Lightyear shifting into Mrs. Nesbit? Not as a Floodborne, but just as like an alternate persona. That'd be great. From like a lore perspective, it would work. Because Storyborn and Dreamborn are nothing more than like they're Illumineers summoning them based on their own like memories and stuff. And yes, there's a lore book where you can pull like Storborn from, but Dreamborn. Anyway, so like it make absolute sense for Mrs. Nesbit to be a character. I think it's great. Brennan, yeah, since the price of the iconic Mickey shot up, the price of the fabled sealed has been steady and climbing. Yeah, I guess it's always interesting to me how chase cards like that, where the pull rates are so low, can pull the prices up because, you know, from an EV perspective, if you expect an iconic in 1 out of every 96 boxes, you'd have to average that price out like 96 times and apply it to a box. And then the box price shouldn't be that affected by the iconic. But I guess that's collectible cards because there's really nothing else in that set. I mean, Dumbo, but like even Dumbo has gone down now that the meta has shifted. So, yeah. I think Ariel and Dumbo, though, as far as Enchanteds go, are still 2 of the top 5 most valuable Enchanted. So even in the Enchanteds, I guess you get a good EV. So I guess that's part of it. But yeah, I think the iconic Mickey is interesting. Like Elsa is, like the Charizard of set 1. I don't know what the analogy would be for the iconic Mickey, but for sure it's one of those cards that's like a must own for the serious collector. There will always be iconics in each new set, it seems. There'll always be 2, and who knows, we may get more, but Mickey and Minnie will always be like the first true iconics, the same way that Elsa is part of the first Enchanted. So anyway, well, I'm going to get close to wrapping up here. I appreciate every single one of you for hanging out with me this evening and hanging out as I spontaneously streamed and opened up some boxes and got a few good things. I appreciate you all so much. And oh yeah, Pooh Enchanted is a fan favorite too. That's right, Kit. Pooh Enchanted is like $250 still. Like it's bonkers for an Enchanted. So yeah, that definitely drives up the price as well. I think the EV of the Enchanteds is really doing some work on the box price for Fabled. And I also think, but Pooh Enchanted, by the way, it's like $250 or $300 or maybe like $325. We looked it up the other night and I was surprised. Maybe north of $300. And a PSA 10, it's like $850 or something wild. So, you know, you pull a Pooh and that's potentially like $900 if it's packed fresh and centered well. So it's wild. But yeah, Pooh Enchanted, yeah. Thanks for sharing the opening. Have a great night. Safe travels. Yeah, thanks so much. I'll try to share some stories and stuff on Instagram. If you all are following on Instagram, I'm going to try to share some stories of the travels and where we're up to, so people can follow along. And yeah, so definitely keep in touch. I am gonna, if you're just joining like the stream and you've been here before or not, I'm gonna drop a link to the Discord server in here because I want to. If you're doing a bunch of Winterspell this weekend, I'm kind of interested in what people are seeing for constructed decks. I'm kind of interested in how your pulls are going. And I want to know, like, if you hit an iconic or enchanted, like, share it. So I'm going to post the Discord server link if anybody wants to keep us up to date with what you're doing. And thank you all for the... Timus Plays, I'm going to answer a couple more questions. Timus Plays asked, do we think the curving the foils is better in Winterspell, or are they just fresh? I think they're the same. I think it's the same foiling treatment as we've seen the last few sets. And, you know, Whispers had some foiling issue curling right out of the box as well. And I don't think they're any worse necessarily, but certainly they aren't any better. And I've got foils here that are curling already. It's the type of foils and it's physics. Unfortunately, it has nothing to do with print quality. It's literally physics. Any game that uses this print or this foil styling is going to have the same curling issues. So it is what it is, but I don't think it's any worse though, to be honest, than previous sets. It's just, you know, ever since we moved from cold foiling, it's just the way it is. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't think it's any better either. I don't think it's any worse. I don't think it's any better. I think it just is what it is. So a couple more notes. I just want to thank again everybody who followed the stream. Thanks for the bits, Neboff, by the way. The good luck helped. I think your good luck was applied to Amy's epic that we pulled. So appreciate the follow, Team Misplays, Spartacus, and Jalen. Thanks for the subscription. It means a lot. I will get you that signed card. Just send me again. It might take me a little bit because I'm going to be out of town for a few days. So I may not get to it till like next weekend, but I'll get you that signed card. Send me a note and remind me. In Discord, and give me your deck list too, maybe, because I want to sign something that you'll play with. So that's great. And did you get? Oh, Fairy Queen, I was gonna make a miscut joke, but yeah, the miscuts there have been a lot of miscuts this set. I'm interested if it's like just a slightly off center or like a really bad miscut, because there have been some really bad ones, and then there's a lot that are just like kind of off center. My first box had a lot that were off center. So, Brandon says, were other people seeing the bad cut damaged edges too? A lot of our cards had damage in the middle of the edge. Yeah, I saw pictures of that, Brandon. I saw, and I've had that in other sets before. I didn't see that in any of my Winterspell cards, but you're referring to like how they have like a chunk along one of the edges where something was rubbing. Yeah, I've seen a lot of pictures of that online. It seems like that's a common problem. Nothing here, no issues I've had with it in the 2 boxes and troves that I've had, but it seems to be more common than it has been in previous sets. Although I have had that issue in previous sets, but just it's not been as prevalent as this set. So I'm interested in when a lot more packs get open this weekend, if it becomes even more common, or if it's, I don't know. We'll see. Off center, yeah. Crooked cuts, yeah. Send pictures if you guys got them. I'm interested. Team Misplay, yeah, have a good night. Happy Winterspell release day to you as well. Thanks everybody for the follows. Thanks for the subscriptions. Thanks for all the stuff. Keep us posted on how everybody's Winterspell release weekend is going. We want to see what you pull. We want to know what you're building. And I will see you all back next week. Just a note, I may not be on Monday night because I'll still be traveling. So I think it may be the very first episode of Let's Talk Lorcana Monday night that I am not on. I think Logan and Steven may take it, so that will be interesting. Love for you to go support them. All right, I'll shut up now. I will see you all later. Have a good release weekend. Y'all are the best. You all are the best. Now, if you're on Twitch, I'm gonna try to raid somebody. I'm gonna try to raid Splinxes if you're still here. We'll see if that works. Aladdin's Castle, I'm just getting off. But hang on, because we're going to go raid. Do Splinxes a solid. You do Splinx a solid. See if I did it right. I'm really bad at rating. I'm really bad at rating, but I'm going to get this done. Hold on. Hold your horses.